If you take $350,000 or $840,000 and you write a check to any group of people, black, white, poor, homeless, whatever, you give any group of people that much money and say, there you go, best of luck, and you come back in 6 months, they're going to be broke.
Our ancestors helped build this country.
African Americans, black people, whatever you want to label us this time, we're on an island of destitute, despair, amongst the sea of abundance.
True liberation starts with money.
And that's a lie. True liberation starts with repenting and coming back to your heritage and to the Lord. But you won't. Your sins as a nation of people was the reason we got put in slavery. You seeking reparations from the middleman? That don't make sense. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Only nation of people the Lord calls rebellious throughout the scriptures are us, the Israelites. We seek acceptance, order, and knowledge from every other God, but from the power of Israel, thinking we are moving in the way that the Lord approves, instead moving in darkness and full of pride. Verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Again, Egypt is synonymous for America, and Pharaoh are the Edomite rulers. The Lord told us not to vote in this beast system. You march, wanting to be equal to your oppressors, but all in all, we are above them. You trust and believe in America's dream, causing you to lean and depend on them instead of trusting in the Lord. Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Listen, so the same way the Lord is going to destroy America will be the same way you wicked Israelites will go. When he gets put to shame, your state of confusion will overtake you, because you should have listened to the prophets instead of trusting in this devil. This is not your rest.
Economists consulted by the panel estimate that the cost of compensating California's black residents could top $800 billion. That's 2.5 times the state's budget for this year.
You know, Alex, many supporters of reparations for Californians who are descendants of chattel slavery in the U.S. feel outraged tonight. That's after Assembly members refused to bring to a vote on Saturday 2 bills that would have created the infrastructure for meaningful reparations.
Senate Bill 1403 would have created the California American Freedmen Affairs Agency, tasked with implementing reparations and determining eligibility. Senate Bill 1331 would have established the Fund for Reparations and Reparative Justice to eventually pay for the various forms of reparations. Neither of these bills included cash payments for recipients of reparations, and neither of these bills went up for a vote in the final hours of the legislative session, effectively killing them for the year. 9 of the caucus's 14 priority bills passed the legislature, including a formal apology from the state for human rights violations and crimes against humanity on African slaves and their descendants.
An apology is not reparations. Nobody can't eat no apology. Nobody can pay their rent with no apology.
Chris Lodgson with the Coalition for a Just and Equitable California says he is outraged the California Legislative Black Caucus didn't bring Senator Bradford's 2 bills up for votes.
It's disrespectful and it's disgusting. I consider it a betrayal of the people.
A betrayal of the people? What you say? In Deuteronomy 28:15 through 68, the Lord told us that Esau, the so-called white man, is our enemy. And he instructed us to never trust our enemy. So you and the rest of them Negroes are fools. Listen, one state will cost America $800 billion. America has 50 states with territories where slaves were. Come on, y'all. See, the real issue is that your God is money. You care less about repenting. And that is what makes you a two-third. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 7. For the Egyptians shall help in vain, and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. You see that? Their help is in vain. Lies, false dreams, and hopes. This system was not set up for you to live comfortable, Jake. We are still in captivity. Verse 8. Now go, write it before them in the table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that would not hear the law of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. He said a lot right there. See what the Lord called that remnant of Israelites? Rebellious. Refuse to take accountability for their actions. Those actions of disrespecting the Lord is what caused slavery. And you want the prophets to whisper sweet things in your ear and for the elders just to look away from your folly? You want to hear and do what pleases your flesh? No, sir. We don't get down like that. And another thing, them devils don't have to apologize to us either. Okay? The Lord will feed and provide for us. And who is us? Those that fear and believe on the Lord and not man. You see, our reparations is when the Lord destroys America. This next clip is not for entertainment. It just proves that the Bible doesn't lie about the rebellious and sadists children of Israel.
Well, today, the first checks were sent out. Wendy Mullen is standing by live in Queens with more. Wendy?
Thanks, Chuck. We're standing here in front of the Olympic Liquor Store in Queens where scores of African Americans have been lined up for hours. We spoke to a few of them earlier. Ladies, may we get a word?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Sir, now that you've got your check, do you plan on quitting your job driving this truck?
Truck driver? I ain't no truck driver. I'm a janitor.
Janitor?
That's right, baby. I just bought this truck straight cash. And I got enough cigarettes to last me and my family for the rest of our lives. I'm rich, biatch!
So, Chuck, as you can see, it's been a pretty amazing day. Back to you.
I bet you're right, Wendy. Hot damn almighty, I bet you're right. Well, these checks aren't just affecting things on Beach Street. Wall Street is having a big day as well. Our financial correspondent, Michael Peterson, is there. Michael, what's happening?
Chuck, a lot of activity, as you can imagine, here on the market. These people are spending money like hotcakes. Get this, Sprint stock has skyrocketed after the news that 2 million delinquent phone bills have been paid just this morning. Incredible. Gold is way up. Diamonds are at their most expensive level ever. Catchphrase around here is certainly bling bling. Oil has dropped to $1.50 a barrel, while chicken shot to $600 a bucket. Amazing news there. Just about everything on the market is up. However, watermelon is surprisingly flat to find many analysts out there. Chuck, get this. 8,000 record labels have been started in the last hour. Incredible. Cadillac announced that they sold 3 million Escalade trucks this afternoon alone. It's incredible, Chuck. These people just seem to be breaking their necks to give this money right back to us.
You see that right there? Well, let's go ahead and close out on what the real reparations are. What the men of the Lord know is not in vain. Isaiah chapter 14, verses 1 and 2. For the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. You hear that? And we know it's true. And that's what we are patiently waiting on. Listen, those reparations you seeking from Esau is in vain. Woe unto the rebellious children of Israel. Shalom.